Hello everyone, welcome to Students Point. This is 24th of October and we are going to see all of the important questions for the day. And today's video is going to be very important again, so pay your attention till the end. And to get PDF of all these videos, you can join us on Telegram by writing the channel's name, Students Point. You can also follow us on Instagram by writing the username, The Students Point. And if you are finding these videos useful, then don't forget to like the video and do share the video with your friends and loved ones. Also, don't forget to press the subscribe button and the bell icon to receive the notification at the earliest and never miss any opportunity to learn and grow every day. Let's begin now. Here's the question for the day, and everyone has to answer this question in the comment section. The question is, OSIRIS-REx, which aims to bring samples from an asteroid, is a mission of. These are the options. Read the options carefully and then answer it in the comment section. The first question now. Which state became the top tourist destination for Indians in 2019? So it is state of Uttar Pradesh, which has received the highest percentage of Indians as a tourist. The Indian Tourism Statistics 2020 has announced that around 53.6 crore domestic tourists visited Uttar Pradesh in 2019, which was much higher as compared to 2018 when Uttar Pradesh was second after Tamil Nadu. And Uttar Pradesh attracted in 2019 around 23.1% of the total travelers in the state. Uttar Pradesh also attracted the third highest foreign tourists in the state with around 47 lakh foreigners visiting last year in 2019. Next question now. Life in Miniature project has been launched by. This miniature here means miniature paintings which are done in a small scale. So here this Life in Miniature project has been launched by Ministry of Culture. So here C is the right answer. National Museum based in New Delhi and Google Arts and Culture are also partner into this project. This project aims to use technologies like machine learning, augmented reality and digitization with high definition robotics camera, and it will showcase all the special works of arts in a magical new way and will give boost to miniature paintings. Next question now. But before that, let me tell you that you can enroll yourself into our new batch for UPSC and State PCS 2021. If you are preparing for either UPSC or State PCS examinations for the year of 2021, then a new batch has begun. Grab this golden opportunity to ensure a seat in mains. The price for the batch is just 1849. However, this price is valid till 25th of October, that is 2 days are left before which you can avail this discounted price. After that, the price will be back to the normal and the batch will begin from 1st of November. Those who are new and are unaware of this batch and want to know in details or the more details of this batch, then you can watch the video. I will share that video here in the I button. Tap on the I button and watch that video. From 1st of November, I will send some of the PDFs which are required for the basic understandings, and within a month you have to read all those PDFs. Thereafter, the video lectures will begin from 1st of December, and the PDFs which I will share are basic in nature. You can easily understand just by reading it, but still it is very important to understand those concepts, to understand the higher level or to move to the higher level of concepts. That is why I will give you some stipulated time. Within that time you have to read those PDFs. Thereafter, video lectures for dedicated course will begin. And these are the subjects which we are going to cover in our batch for UPSC and State PCS. We will cover history, including ancient history, medieval history, modern history, polity, economy, geography. We will have map related studies for both India as well as the world map. Then we will understand environment, all the chapters, science and technology. Our preparation primarily for science and tech will be current oriented. As for science and technology, the questions remain current oriented only, and the we will also see all the chapters of art and culture, and after each chapter we will try to see some questions to ensure conceptual clarity, so that you may get an idea that whether whatever we are dealing in the chapters you are getting it or not. And for more details you can have a look on this video on the I button, and the payment link for the video will be provided in the description box of the video as well as in the comment section at the top. Press on the link and subscribe to this batch for UPSC and State PCS. Only 2 days are left before you can avail this discounted price. So do it, hurry and grab this opportunity. Okay, now let's move ahead. What is the overall rank of IIT Ropar in QS India Ranking 2020? We have already discussed about this QS India Ranking 2020, but again I have taken this question related to IIT Ropar particularly. Why? We will see. So here in this question it is 25th. IIT Ropar was ranked overall 25th in QS India Ranking 2020. But why IIT Ropar was in news? Because recently Union Education Minister has dedicated permanent campus of IIT Ropar to the nation. And it was founded, this IIT Ropar was founded in 2008, and it is one of the 8 newer IITs established by Ministry of HRD, now called as Ministry of Education under the Institutes of Technology Amendment Act 2011. Next question now. Consider the following statements about Nag missile. This is third generation anti-tank guided missile which can strike and neutralize armored vehicles such as tanks. This is correct. And it uses an imaging infrared seeker to lock on to the target before launch. So because of using this technology, imaging infrared seeker, there is no requirement for manually maneuvering this missile. It will automatically go and hit its target. So here both of these statements are correct. C is the right answer. It has a minimum range of 500 meters, which is very essential because sometimes the battle tanks comes near to our border. That is why the near or minimum range is also required to hit those targets. And it has a maximum range of 4 km. See, this is the maximum range of 4 km for land-based Nag. For Helina, that is helicopter launched Nag missile, this has been increased, or the range has been increased up to 10 or even beyond kilometers. But for land-based Nag, it is just 4 km. It uses an imaging infrared seeker to lock onto the target before launch. Why news? Because it was test fired recently successfully from Pokhran range in Thar Desert in Rajasthan. This is how it was fired from it, and this is how this missile looks like, Nag missile. Once this will be procured by the Indian Army will no longer be dependent on the imports from countries like US and Israel. Few months back, you have seen that when the tensions rose between India and China at LAC, India had to buy 200 spike missiles because India lacked the defense system against the battle tanks. So now, once this Nag missile will be incurred and procured by the Indian Army, it will strengthen our defense system against battle tanks. Next question now. The new base year of Consumer Price Index for industrial worker has been revised to, year 2016, and the new series of CPI for industrial worker was recently released by Ministry of Labor and Employment, and within that the base year of it has been changed to 2016. Earlier the base year was 2001. CPI-IW, or industrial worker, is compiled and maintained by Labor Bureau, which is an attached office of Ministry of Labor and Employment. Have you ever wondered that what is Consumer Price Index? See, it is an index which measures the average price which an Indian has to incur on purchasing certain items, or let's say basket of items. So suppose there is a basket and there are certain number of even more than 400 items into that basket, and what an Indian has to pay to buy those baskets, and these items of baskets are actually those items which we have to consume on daily basis. So whatever price we have to pay to consume those items, our average price is calculated, and that is how this CPI, Consumer Price Index, is calculated. There is other indexes as well, such as Wholesale Price Index. In CPI itself, there are 5 other indices as well. So we will discuss those things in statics portions, but here we have to generally understand what is CPI-IW. In this new series, it gives more weightage to spending on health, education, recreation, and other miscellaneous expenses while reducing the weight of food and beverages. See, whenever any updates happen in any of the indices that become very important for all of the examinations, because these updates does not happen regularly. It happens after years. For instance, you can imagine here that last time its base year was updated in 2001 and now it has been updated in 2020, and that too the base year has been kept to 2016. And have you ever thought that why the base year needs to be changed? The base year needs to be changed to take into account the recent changes in the pattern of consumption and the recent changes in the rate of inflation. So this new series will give more emphasis or give more weightage to spending on health, education, recreation and other miscellaneous expenses, while it has reduced the weightage for food and beverages, and the weight of spending on housing and clothing has increased to 17%. The weight of miscellaneous items like education and health rose to 30.31% from earlier 23.26%. The weight of food and beverage was reduced from 46.2% to 39% and indicates an increase in disposable income, while the number of items has also been increased to 463 items. Earlier, it was just 392 items in 2001 series. Next question now. The Thar Desert extends not to which state? Please focus on this word. I have written here not. So the Thar Desert not extends to Uttarakhand. It extends to Rajasthan, Punjab, Gujarat and Haryana. 60% of the Thar Desert is located in Rajasthan, but some part of it extends to Gujarat, Haryana and Punjab as well. Why news now? Because researchers have recently found the evidence of a lost river that ran through the central Thar Desert near Bikaner as early as 172,000 years ago. And this may have been a lifeline to the human population. And this study indicates that Rajasthan or Thar Desert would have appeared much more different during the Stone Age than what we encounter today. And the results indicated that the strongest river activity at village of Nal occurred at approximately 172 and 140,000 years ago, at a time when monsoon was much weaker compared to today. And the Thar Desert, which is also called as the Great Indian Desert, is a large and arid region. About 85% of the Thar Desert is located within India and rest 15% in Pakistan. And out of this 85%, 60% of the desert lies in Rajasthan, rest in Gujarat, Punjab, Haryana, while in Pakistan it extends to Chalistan Desert. Next question now. Consider the following statements about tubercle salivary glands. Now again, it is very important from point of view of science and technology. Let's see what is it. It is a potential new organ in the human throat recently identified by Chinese scientists. No, this is wrong. It is a potential new organ in the human throat, but it has recently been identified by scientists in the Netherlands, not in China, or not by Chinese scientists. So this is wrong. And the gland probably lubricate and moisten the upper throat behind the nose and the mouth. This is correct. So here second is correct, first was wrong. So here A is the right answer. Recently, researchers at Netherlands Cancer Institute have identified it. It is located deep in the upper part of the throat, and they have named it as tubercular salivary gland. The discovery may be important for cancer treatment. So far, it was believed that the nasopharynx region had nothing more than microscopic diffuse salivary glands, but now this gland has been discovered, and the newly discovered gland is about 1.5 inches or 3.9 centimeter in length, and it is located over a piece of cartilage called as torus tuberous. And until now there were 3 known large salivary glands in human: one under the tongue, one under the jaw, and one at the back of the jaw behind the cheek. The new organ was discovered while scientists were studying prostate cancer cells using PSMA PET-CT technology. What is this technology? This technology, PSMA PET-CT technology, is a combination of CT scan and positron emission tomography, which is useful in detecting salivary gland tissues. And if you have found the video useful till now, do like it and do share the video with as many friends of yours as you can. Next question now. Global Wealth Report 2020 has been released by So it has been released recently by Credit Suisse. So here B is the right answer. Credit Suisse is a financial services company based in Switzerland, and the report found that in 2019 the total global wealth rose by 36.3 trillion US dollar, and wealth per adult has reached to 77,309 US dollar, which is 8.5% more compared to what was in 2018. However, the total household wealth dropped by 17.5 trillion US dollar between January and March 2020 because of COVID-19, which is 4.4% decrease compared to the value in 2019. While Asia Pacific has the highest households wealth, so it has contributed the highest household wealth. And for India, it said that the average wealth of Indian adults rose marginally to 17,420 US dollar at the end of June 2020, as against 17,300 as of December 2019. So quite obvious that it has not increased in real sense. Actually, it has increased for some individual, but it has increased in so much of large amount for some of few individual that when we take average of it, it distributes throughout the Indians and it shows an increased data. And wealth inequality remains quite high in India. 73% of the adult population had wealth below US dollar 10,000 at end of 2019. And please note that household wealth in India is dominated by property and other real estate assets. These include land, flat, houses, although financial assets have also grown over time and now forming 22% of gross assets. Now let's see. In terms of ultra high net worth individuals in country, as of end of 2019, India was ranked 4th after US, China, Germany. So remember this, very important, that in terms of individuals with ultra high net worth, like for instance we have billionaires like Ambani and others, India ranked 4th after US, China and Germany. Now some more points in news. Saudi Arabia became the first country to host first ever meeting of anti-corruption working group of G20. Next point. This body was created way back in 2010 in Toronto in Canada, but its first meeting has held recently and Saudi Arabia became the first country to host its meeting. INS Kavarati has been formally inducted into the Indian Navy at the Naval Dockyard in Eastern Naval Command based in Visakhapatnam, and this INS Kavarati was the last of the 4 indigenously built anti-submarine warfare stealth corvettes built under Project 28 of Kamorta class. Remember this, that Project 28 aims to build 4 stealth corvettes which are used in anti-submarine warfare. What were these 4 stealth corvettes? This was the 4th one, INS Kavarati. The other 3 were INS Kamorta, INS Kadmat and INS Kiltan, and it is built by Garden Ridge shipbuilders and engineers based in Kolkata. So I hope you find the video useful. Do like and do share the video, subscribe and press the bell icon. Wait for the upcoming video. Until then, stay safe and thanks for watching.